How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about BBIG, which ended up closing the day just over 5% on the Friday. And many people are asking me, Dre, what do you see happening for this coming week? So that's why I had to put this video together. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we're going to go into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $2.48, being up 5.08%. On the low, it tested $2.28, and then on the high, testing $2.58. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 31.701 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 19.524 million shares. So we did have above average volume on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is at 47.68. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day. But as you can see here, we close right at the 21-day EMA. So BBIG is looking very bullish. And if you notice right now, we've been forming higher lows for the past 4 trading days. We know the market has been extremely bullish. So if we have a continuation of this for this coming week, I'm looking forward to seeing if BBIG can get up here to around $2.80. As far as for the high of the day, it ended up getting to 258. So of course, if we could break 258, I'm looking forward to that breakout to 280. And then we know we have a psychological area here right around $3. So I would keep a very close eye on this play, especially if it breaks out above 278, because that's where we can look for that $3 test. But do know, if we end up having a pullback, since the market has been showing a lot of strength, where I'd want to see support actually hold up would be right here around 228, which is where we had on the Friday. Even better if we could form a higher low, even around 230 on the pullback would be fine as well. But I just want to make sure I'm being realistic here. But as far as for the end of this week, I would love for BBIG to at least make that effort to get above 280. Now let's go on to the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for BBIG. So we see for the off-exchange short volume ratio, it is at 56.14%. And then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 10.67 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 65,000, updated 23 minutes ago. And then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 9.66%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, you can see for the close of the 17th, it was at 45.72. And then for the close of the 18th, being at 56.14. So what this shows us, BBIG does continue to have short squeeze potential. Now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So we see on the inflow it's at 16.38 and then on the outflow it's at 16.85. So we had an outflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown, on the large it was 5.57, on the medium it was 9.03, and then on the small it was 1.78. Taking a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large it was 7.10, on the medium it was 8.24, and then on the small it was 1.51. Taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the past 2 trading days, so the Friday and as well as for the Thursday, they've been outflow days, and we also see this on the 14th. But as far as for the 18th is concerned, we had a negative outflow of 1.53 million. So when we take a look at those past 5 trading days, it has been mainly outflows. Analyzing the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tend to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at the large, it represents whales, institutions, and funds, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 23.13%. No surprises there. We already know how volatile of a stock BBIG is. And when it makes moves like it was doing last week, you're going to see a lot more traders wanting to get into the play. So let's get into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. For my final thoughts for BBIG, as far as the close on the Friday, it is definitely looking good. It was able to close right at the 21-day EMA. So I want to see a move further, and the next level to look out for will be at $2.80. If it could hold down this level, that's where I want to see that move to $3, which is going to be a psychological area. Don't be surprised if we have a lot of profit taking. Even though it does look bullish, it has been forming higher lows for the past 4 trading days, we have to understand a pullback could come, especially in the market as a whole. It was showing a lot of strength. So this could happen either on the Monday or on the Tuesday. So you want to be prepared for that, and maybe that might be a potential chance for you to consider an entry. But don't do this unless you do your homework and your due diligence, and make sure you have a strategy. You want to know your entry, and you also want to know your exit plan and use the right risk management in regards to having a stop loss. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. And if we continue to have an increase in volume, that's why I can see this stock making some more moves to the upside. So that's why I say keep this on close watch. I'll be watching it myself, and I'll make sure to keep you guys inside of the loop. And before I close this video out, if we end up seeing some weakness in the stock, I want to see it hold up at least $2.30. If it is unable to do that, then there's a high likelihood it can go back to testing lows around $2.16. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see how the stock performs for the coming week. We'll talk soon.